before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. It's the Indiana Hoosiers and the Clemson Tigers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you here in the booth, and Holly Rowe keeping an eye on all of the storylines down on the sideline. Holly?
Checking in with the Indiana head coach before the game, he understands that they are walking into a very difficult situation today. Their opponents have a big winning streak on hand, but so do they. He said, I believe that we can come and set the tone early. Look for them to be very balanced in their play calling, show why they've won these games 3 in a row, and really set the tone here early in the first quarter. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. The Hoosiers will kick off first, and here we go. He'll bring it out. It's Johnson. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. The run inside. It's Davidson. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. Really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Looking to throw, it's Denson. Makes the catch, it's Davidson. Turning it on! That defense got gas, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
And that's why for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
And the Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Gonna run it. It's Davidson. Let's take a second and talk about Clemson. As most everyone knows by now, one of the top disruptors on defense in the country, 5-star defensive lineman, and they got him with a huge verbal commitment last week. What's that going to do for them?
I mean, the excitement level through the roof. Getting a guy like that you know is plug and play. I mean, big, strong, athletic, makes your defensive line formidable right away. The recruiting class, they just gained some serious momentum.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
The Tigers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Running inside, it's Davidson. They get him off his feet after a pickup of 5 down to the 25.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Looking for a man, it's Denson. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
And that's a really good play by this defense because you want to run a screen offensively when they're blitzing. When they bring pressure, you can throw it right over the top, get it to them, get some space, but they stayed home just enough there to make the play and get the tackle for a loss.
Well, on that incompletion, I think it's just a case of the quarterback just putting way too much heat on that throw.
And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
He'll bring it out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Beebe.
And here's what you know about Indiana football. They're going to be physical. They're going to be so well coached and disciplined, and they're going to run the football. It was the key ingredient to helping Fernando Mendoza win a Heisman, like the ability to RPO off of it. So, Palmer, I don't know who the names are going to be throughout the season, but I know they're going to run downhill, no nonsense, and they'll have a guy that they'll hitch their wagon to.
Yeah, everybody talking about losing Mendoza, but Black and Hendy were a big part of that thing, too. I think the offensive line, though, was key to it all. Anytime you have two 1,000-yard rushers, it's because the guys up front are pushing people around, and that was the secret sauce to Indiana's Cinderella run a year ago. So up front, these guys have to continue to dominate. They'll reload the backfield through the portal, through recruiting, but it all starts and stops with the big fellas pushing people around. That's going to be the key for them on offense.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? To the air, it's Hoover. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
It's always interesting to view the good teams, the teams that are ranked versus the teams that aren't ranked. And this defense, man, how do they play it today? I love that start. Coming out aggressive, flying around, playing like your hair's on fire, getting a sack to start this game, getting a little momentum on their side.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Hoosiers will punt this one away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Not a lot of room to field this one. They stop him immediately, flying down the field and get to him before he can even get started. Clemson comes out its offense ready to go on the attack. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Looking for a crease. It's Davidson.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
To the air on 2nd down. Makes the grab. It's Moore. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Coaches always tell their quarterbacks, you can't go broke taking a profit. You can't always hit posts and bombs deep down the field. If the coverage takes away throws downfield, just take what's underneath and let your receiver advance the football.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Rushes on him. He's sacked. This defense all over him.
All right, this quarterback is going to have to start playing with a clock going off in his head. He knows he cannot hold on to the football too long with players like that getting after him.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got him downfield. Breaks into the open. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
On defense, man, you've got to tackle the catch against this guy. He has way too much speed. One of the fastest players in all of college football. If you even give him an inch, if you let him get a few steps, he is gone. And you saw that game-breaking speed on that last catch there. Let's be interested.
And he's in! Touchdown, Tigers!
And the offense gets 7 on that drive. And I tell you what, man, like, they got 3. They got some good momentum going, continued the momentum, creating some big plays. Palmer, this offense feels like right now, early in this football game, that they're in control, that they know what they want to do, and the defense is reeling a little bit.
Yeah, the defense needs a stop bad the next time they come out. They've got to go back. They've got to get on the iPads. They've got to take a look at what this offense is doing to attack them, because they do look like they're on their heels right now. Obviously giving up a field goal early, but now a touchdown. The next time they take the field, they absolutely need a stop.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The run inside. It's Beebe. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. We've reached the break. Clemson has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Back to throw, it's Hoover. Dances away to buy time. Slides, avoids the hit. What a play to convert on second and long.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
Looking to throw on first down. Got the back over the middle. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
The linebacker was not fooled at all. He read his keys. He saw the running back release out of the backfield. And he's got some speed and wheels himself to run with him. And, yeah, the running back made the catch, but he went right down to the ground. Really nice job that time by the linebacker.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on third down. They want to throw it. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. They'll give it to Johnson. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening.
You know, Clemson football is at its best when they've got that guy at the helm that can be a playmaker. And Cade Klubnik had some of those flashes, right? Like going to the college football playoff the year before. But Clemson returning back to humanity a year ago. Not a good season for them. And Jesse, they didn't go out and get the five-star commit in the portal. They didn't go out and pay a lot of money. They believe in developing it through high school and the guys they brought in.
Is it the guy, though? Because you mentioned it, David, and you're so right. When they had Deshaun Watson or they had Trevor Lawrence, they were the guy. They were the guy that took this offense, took this entire team to a national championship caliber level. They were true alphas at the quarterback position, and now we're going to find out if this new guy is the guy. If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on second.
Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Clemson. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Hoosiers offense all set and ready to crank things up. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game and you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
It just looked like they're sleepwalking in this first half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively as a unit. And if I'm the head coach, I'm considering starting to give some other dudes some chances here.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that 2nd down incompletion. Dropping back, it's Hoover. Here comes the heat. Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a 4th down.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. On 4th down, looking for the completion. And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eyes.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive, you want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out and you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on 4th down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get us.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Picks up the ball and tries to make something of it.
Woo. Deep breath, right, man? You fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Throws to the tight end. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
And the last thing they need is to squander this great field position facing a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Absolutely perfect. And that will extend their lead even further.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Running inside, it's Beebe. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to...
Snags it and he's open. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46. They've been completely lethargic in this first half, but finally some signs of life.
And we've seen it, Reese, throughout time, throughout college football history. You get that one big play, momentum starts to come in, and I don't know what it is. It changes everything. Maybe that's the play they needed to finally get some points on the scoreboard before the half.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking for a man. It's Hoover. Makes the catch. It's shot. No chance to run, but they still move it forward. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
Wants to throw again. Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete.
You know, on a third and short like that, you just have to have great chemistry between the quarterback and his receiver. They just couldn't get on the same page. Now it's on some fourth down.
Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Looking for a huge play. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield they couldn't hook up.
And they decided to go for it. They decided to be aggressive, trying to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback not on the same page. No dice. Turnover on downs.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Pocket breaking down. They got him. Great pressure by this defense. The Hoosiers take their first timeout. They'll get together to decide how to play this second down. These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Now timeout taken by Indiana. That's their second. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this third down play. They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on third and long from the 28. Wants to adjust the pattern. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Picked it off, and this defense really needed something to go right. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
And that is elite third down defense. First of all, you get him in third and long, and then you look to the go-to guy. Jesse, I am committing my resources to him because I know he's a freak, and I know you as a quarterback, you're trying to find that dude.
Yeah, and it's hard, third in California, to convert that. It doesn't matter how good your receiver is, and this dude's obviously one of the best in the country, but the defense, they were all over it. They were
intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Bringing it back. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
QBs have to understand, when I'm throwing against zones, I got to manipulate guys with my eyes. I might have to look one direction to create an opening to throw that ball or zip that ball in. I got to use touch. It's really hard when all eyes are on me, and you could tell the quarterback was not ready and did not make a good throw.
Looking to throw on first down. Caught on the left side by Wesco. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Off play action on first down. Oh, they're after him. Fires on the move. They needed a big play, and they got it, and the foot down for the first down.
And they owe that completion to the quarterback in his individual effort. He was under incredible pressure, but he was able to buy himself time, extend the play, and then locate a receiver down the field.
Wide receiver comes in motion. In the red area, it's Johnson. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
On 2nd and goal, they go right back to him. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater. Timeout called by Clemson. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They keep nudging it closer, but now it's 3rd and goal from the 1. Trying to bully their way in. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Tigers. What a game he's had. 3rd touchdown of this one and 5 on the season.
Well, this thing's turning into a rout. It's turning into a rout quickly. Really nice job by the offense there, but it's not just them. Their defense is getting it done. Their special teams are getting it done. And it just feels like they're really feeding off of this home crowd and their energy. This has been the definition of home field advantage in this football game.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Looking downfield, it's Hoover. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. This will likely be the last play of the half. Defense not showing press coverage. Trying to beat the D deep. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gents, the cream is rising to the top here 7 weeks in. Let's take a look at today's action. We start with the Mississippi State Bulldogs taking on the number 4 team, the LSU Tigers. And it's Mississippi State in an absolute fist fight with a team that has been every bit their equal today. Both offenses putting up points. Feels like anything can happen in this second half.
Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. Huge deficit to start this 3rd quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Looking to fire. Hit as he throws. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. Got some room to run.
Well, I can tell you I haven't played the